morning. Following our blip this morning with a power cut in Fordingbridge, as they say, the show must go on. So here we are with our weekly remote assembly, and it's great that so many of you tried to join us this morning. Not long ago, I was part of and inspired by an excellent Talking Heads session where some of the lower school pupils discussed what makes a hero. Yesterday, we were celebrating the 100th birthday of Honorary Colonel Tom Moore, a man who in recent weeks has not only achieved so much, but could certainly be classed as a hero to many of us. Today, I want to introduce you to some very special people who have also done or will do amazing things. That might be helping others, being brave, standing up for what is right, or other activities. But first of all, what is a hero? Some immediately think of somebody with a cape who perhaps wears their underpants on the outside of their clothes. Some of you, when you think of a hero, might think of a sports star, someone that lifted the trophy for the team you support, or won a medal. Others might be thinking of someone famous that is talking about global issues. And what do heroes do? Do they have to pull people out of burning buildings, capture nefarious villains, or change the world? Yes, heroes can be people that stood up for a cause, people who made the world a better place. But I don't believe they always have to be. Heroes can be ordinary people who have done extraordinary things to benefit others. They don't even have to be famous. We see medals in lots of places. I'd like you to think about who might receive a medal like this. Why did they receive it? Well, this medal here is actually for a group of great heroes to whom I'd like to introduce you to. So while you're watching this video clip, please give them a round of applause. I'm talking about you. Everyone can be and is, in one form or another, a hero. My definition of a hero is someone who affects the lives or changes the lives of others and does so for the better. And if that's really the case, then you all have the power to be heroes. Think of something that you've done that you feel proud of, something that you feel has helped or affected someone's life for the better. Go on, think really hard. When have you been a hero? We'd love to hear about it. We'd love you to share those thoughts with us. And please do so via Project Unity. We might not even know that we've been a hero. Sometimes we can be a hero without intending, or even knowing without knowing that we've done a good deed. And often these situations are possibly the most heroic because we receive no thanks, no reward. We've just acted in that way because it was the right way to act. We've talked a lot about challenges recently, and I have one for each of you for the weekend. Do something heroic. It doesn't matter how small the act or the deed is, it just needs to be something that makes someone else's life better in some way. And talking about people that have done something that have impressed others or have actually made somebody else's life easier, Now seems as good a time as any to talk about our shout-outs. The first shout-out I'd like to award is to a whole group of our Year 8s. Inspired by the toilet roll keepy uppy challenge, I was really impressed, led by Henry, how the Year 8s put together such a wonderful video. I hope you've all had the opportunity to see it. But when times were busy and work days were tough, I have to say, watching that video made a huge difference to me, to see that a group of our oldest children could pull together, overcome technical difficulties, and put together something that really did make my day better on that occasion. So thank you to all of Year 8. Further shout out goes to Eloise Burry, who put together a wonderful garden PowerPoint showing independence, great research, and grit. So on our board up here under grit, well done, Eloise. I'm also giving a sensational shout out to Hugo McCamish. Not only has he designed a fantastic Python story, Telecode, independently, but he's also been a real team player, helping out his year group with the technology needed to get on with their remote learning during the first full week that we've been back. So well done, Hugo. This one's for you under collaboration. I'd also like to give out a sensational shout out to Abigail and Harriet Pittaway. They've both done some excellent work on their persuasive writing as to why next year's Year 7s should be attending the mosque trip that Year 7 went on last term. It's a great part of their RS curriculum work, and the girls certainly put together a great argument as to why present Year 6 should make sure they go on that trip next year. Well done, girls, and your independent work has certainly been recognised. I'd also like to give a shout out to Toby Davis and Mrs. Koshand. Some great photos that they put into this year's Rotary photograph competition, and both of them have been recognised for their great pieces and have ended up as finalists that comes up soon. Congratulations, Mrs. Koshand, and to Miss Toby Davis. Great initiative and hard work to get yourselves into that final. We also have Maria Olero Sanchez. She's been nominated twice. Firstly, for a great piece of work on her science, showing great variation in leaves, wonderful use of scientific vocab, and for sheer effort being so tremendous. That's going on the Independence board as well. However, she was also nominated by one of her year group for keeping her year group so well connected and so together during this whole situation. Thank you, Maria. That's going down under communication. But I'd also like to nominate Felicity Alston. Felicity, it's lovely that you recognise the work of someone else in your year group. It's lovely that you wanted them to receive acknowledgement for what they'd achieved for all of you. So Felicity, that one's going under kindness. Well done. And then my final shout out of the week this week goes to Katie Cunningham. Some beautiful writing as part of her tabula rosa. She's really captured the spirit of the robot from the story, and her teacher was really impressed with the way she was able to reflect on the week's work and produce such a fantastic final piece of work. Congratulations. It's lovely to have our first shout outs, and I look forward to receiving more over the coming weeks. Keep up the hard work. So as our assembly comes to an end, let us reflect. Throughout history, there have been many heroes. We hear about them, read about them, see them on the television, and enjoy their stories in films. I want you to think about a famous hero and then ask some of the following questions. What did the hero do? How did the hero do it? What do you think were the hero's thoughts and feelings when they embarked upon this situation? Did they even think before they acted? And what effect will the hero's story have on your lives? And then, when you have some of those answers, think about the act that you are going to perform this weekend that will make a person's life better. And I'd like to finish this week with a prayer. So if you'd like to, please join me. Dear Lord, throughout history, you have given people the gifts of courage, caring, strength, wisdom, and love to help each other. Help us to learn from these examples. Help us to do good things because we care, not just because we want to receive praise and thanks. Help us always to seek to love and care for one another. Amen. As our first full week of remote learning comes to a close, I wish you all a wonderful weekend and look forward to hearing about what you've done to be a hero for someone else. Thank you.